Hello again! Today I am just going to be putting up a video about a couple of computers that I have made to sell onto Facebook Marketplace, or if that doesn't go particularly well, I guess eBay. Both are using the old Haswell i5 chips, so we have one with a 4670K at 3.4 GHz, and the other one is a 4690K at 3.5 GHz. Both of them score about 1 or 2 frames per second difference between them in benchmarks, which is very interesting. The 4670 I have paired with a 6GB GTX 1060 and a 450 watt power supply, a Samsung 850 EVO 250GB SSD, a 2TB Western Digital green drive, and it's being cooled by an Arctic Alpine 11 Pro for the CPU. Oh, and it's got 16GB of Hynix DDR3. The other machine, the one running on a 4690, is being cooled by a Ragen Erebos cooler, which is huge. It has 16GB of DDR3 Corsair Vengeance, an MX500 250GB SSD drive, a 2TB Seagate Barracuda for bulk storage, powered by a Corsair HX 520W power supply. It has 4 Noctua NF-P12 Redux fans put into it, and that is using a GTX 980 4GB. Now, both of these, as far as wattage comes out, the 4690 with the GTX 980 should theoretically draw a maximum load wattage of 346 watts. The machine with the 4670 and the 1060 GTX graphics card should draw a total load of 323. Now, I've got no way to check these different wattages from the wall, as I don't have a wattage counter thingamabob. So I'm just going off what AutoVision and its power supply calculator is suggesting the maximum wattage is. So let's have a look and see how they perform. So first we're going to run the Heaven benchmark, and I'll just skip through to the end of this. We've all seen this before. The points at the end is what we're interested in. Then after that we've got the 3D Mark Time Spy benchmark. Let's give that a go as well and see how they both work out. There's not a lot in it. Let's have a look at the Firestrike benchmark now. Okay, now let's try some gaming benchmarks. So let's have a look at Shadow of the Tomb Raider, set to highest settings, all settings set to default highest. And again, we'll skip right through to the end, fast forwarding until we get our final scores. Now let's have a look at Borderlands 3. And again, this is set to high on both systems, and we'll just fast forward through the benchmark until we get to the benchmark scores. Now let's look at Cyberpunk, running on high settings with the Fidelity FX option set to ultra quality. And again skipping through to the end and the final results. Not quite sure why the 980 scored higher than the 1060, as otherwise they are both pretty much identical when it comes to benchmarking results within a margin of error. And now let's have a look at Crysis Remastered. So we'll just whip through the 4 testing screens. And again, come to the text file that it produces at the end with the minimum and maximum frames per second scores. Okay, well, I've got yet another computer to build. In fact, another 2, I think. So once these are out of the way, I'll be able to focus on those, and once those are out of the way, I'll be able to clear this room up a bit and then start putting more stuff in it. Okay, until the next time, bye-bye.